Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Journeyman save with a twist here with Adelaide United, and we're into Season 2 officially today as we have the opening day of the A-League season, and we have got the semi-finals that we knocked out in Brisbane Roar. Today we will go through and just outline kind of the plan for what we're going to do for the content for this season. Obviously you've seen us win the A-League and you've seen us play a lot of these sides. What I am going to do is try and just sporadically give you the games that I think are important or make a lot of sense to give you, and then go from there. So unlike last time, like 3 games later, we gave him a victory, etc., etc. Maybe expect maybe a few episodes of the season. Then okay, fine, Asian Champions League, maybe final series, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to get too bogged down and bring in too much content of pointless A-League games when the Journeyman save is a journeyman, and we need to obviously continue the journey and not just give you niddly-witty games. With that one there as well being said, there is a journey going on, my journey, and that one is going on because I'm studying another coaching course. Eugene Galakovic was going on one, so I asked, can I tag along with Eugene? And they said, yes, you can. So getting my Continental A license, it will take another 12 months here, and then we'll have our A license. I do expect to still be here in 12 months' time, so that's perfectly all well and good. Second thing we'll mention as well is our fixtures since our last time we've met each other. Friendlies have gone quite swimmingly. We've pumped a lot of sides. Don't read too much into any of this, which is fine. But we beat Central Coast Mariners at home 3-0. They had 10 men. It was great. Newcastle Jets, we won 3-2. Conceded in this 83rd minute with my whole rotated side. And Perth Glory only won 1-0. But, yeah, that was one of those games where an XG of 3, you just cop them on FM. Hopefully it'll be okay. More importantly tonight against Brisbane Roar, the only time we beat them last season was away in the semi-final first leg and at home in the semi-final second leg. They did FM us on the final day to get into the A-League final series while getting a draw and then a few other results, so that's all well and good. That kind of, it scares me a little bit, and the reason it scares me a little bit is we are missing a couple of players that would start today here normally. Main reason for that is the World Cup is coming around and the A-League ain't taking a break. The A-League is going to actually take a 2-week break with the World Cup camp going on. Danny Vukovic has been called up for that, which is a bit annoying. But as you can see through here, we're still going to be playing games through December. What they're trying to do is like, all right, you play a game, you have a month off, play a couple of games just before everyone comes back, and then everyone's back and you play. Does mean that we're a little bit more congested in December towards the back end, and a few more games probably scattering in towards the end of the season than last year. But that's the whole reason why we built our squad. In terms of transfers, not one transfer has been made since we've last seen each other. Season preview there, we predicted our 2 come fourth. The only people getting into the list is Lopez now that he's back from injury and Marcelo Herman. Somehow Lookman is the second best player in the league. No, he's not. I was on the wrong end. I was about to say, but doesn't get in here. It's fine. But yeah, Lopez and Herman, we got the 2 best fullbacks in the league, and considering our fullbacks do bomb on, that's probably a good thing. Our lineup there is similar to what we will be playing in real life or in game. They've got the right back 4 in keeper and the right midfield 3 there. That is correct. Jacobson started to really decline and he's down to like 6 speed. Ansel was going to get his spot over him and Mullet will be with him, just the other way around. The midfield 3 they predict is pretty good. Kiddo won't start. Kakeris, I've got a different role for him to play. You guys already know that. And Clough is going to make his way out. And that would be theoretically your team to start the A-League today if Vukovic wasn't on the Australian training camp. I don't expect him to get called up for the World Cup. So I released Delyanov last year because he wanted to become a star A-League player. And I was like, well, technically speaking, not even good enough to play in the A-League. But okay. So I released him, and Joe Gauci is going to have to start here. And Nestri's been in outrageous form in pre-season, averaging an 8.3 in all pre-season games. I do know they're against lesser opposition, but he is just nailed on for me this year. I just feel like this kid's about to have a really good time of it. Unfortunately for us, it means he ain't going to be here for this one. So what it means is Ben Moss, one of the prospect keepers, is going to make the bench, and Gauci going to get a start. Now, I don't particularly mind Gauci. In real life, he's our number 1, and on paper, I think he's better than Delyanov. Delyanov just didn't really do anything wrong last year to get ousted, so Gauci's going to play the next month. Pray for no injury to our keeper. And then on top of that as well, I am going to bring in, obviously, Toure to come in. You might be saying, Damien, why not Robbie Cruz? Robbie Cruz has done the same hip injury that Lopez was out for 3 months for. So yeah, great. We spend to get in an experienced A-League player that just in case any sort of injuries or anything like this happen, we got a guy that could come in and play and know what they have to do and experienced. And he goes and does his hip and probably ends his whole career for the rest of his time here. Robbie Cruz might find it hard to get in. Now, because of that as well, I'm not going to start Toure out there today. I could with the pace, etc., but I'm actually going to get Zach Clough out there. Now, Clough is a big part of the club. He's still an important part of the hierarchy. And because of that, I am going to give him a start as the inside forward on attack. Now, I look at that team. Imagine it was Vukovic in goals. Everyone here outrageously good for the A-League. You know, anyone that's 3.5 star and better is a good player for the A-League. As you can see, like a leading A-League player. You're very good. On top of that, we actually have 2 guys that are already 4-star in Isaias and Saravana. And I believe Lukman Haruna should be there too. Bernardo and Nestri, when they do start, have the potential to become star A-League players. Like the creme de la creme. They both theoretically could maybe get into a European side, a lesser European side maybe down the track, especially Nestri. And then obviously you look at Kikeris and you go like, Damien, he hasn't really learnt the role yet. He's only going to learn it with time. He's so good in the false 9, and he did score a bulk goals in one of these A-League friendlies as well. Was it Newcastle Jets? Yeah, it was. And just his movement in this game here is just, as a false 9, is so much better than what you get with Zach Clough. Clough gets in the right areas to play the ball and keeps it simple. Kikeris gets in areas where it's like, as they're about to score, that's fine, who cares? Kikeris gets in areas where it's like, hello. And it's just like, yeah, that's what you want from the false 9. Zach Clough would come normally really deep in here. Because he knows he's sitting deep, he just stays in the passing channel, one-touch finish. Zach Clough would have been looking, who am I getting in? And again, he's here, he's deep. He picks the ball up, makes a secondary run, and then easy as you like, finish. That's the reason why I want him in the false 9. He's a quality A-League winger who's good on the ball and knows how to do whatever. And see here, he gets the ball, lays it into Mikel, great movement, but in the box. Now, not the greatest of finish, pretty bad, people mistake, but I'm going to give him till the end of December. And if he hasn't learned how to play the role or has not played well, then the experiment of Kikeris trying to learn to play false 9 is up, and I will go back to Zach Clough, and it may be Bernardo maybe making way just to get Kikeris into the side because he's too good to not play, because look at him, he is pretty happy. He's a pretty good player when he is on. But yeah, obviously Brisbane Roar, they're a team that like the FM here, but it's okay. We'll see how we go. Your team for the opening match day in Season 2 is Joe Gauchi in goals, Lopez, Ansel, Malik, and Marcelo Hermes making his debut. Isaias, Saravana, and Haruna in the midfield 3, Bernardo, Clough, and Kikeris. And we do have quite a number of debutants in the A-League here today for ourselves. Give the keeper the number 21. No dramas there for Ben Moss, the third choice keeper. Makes the bench. But here we go. Score predictions in the chat. And as always, we are live on Twitch. Links are down below to come follow us live and interact in the Discord, where it's always popping off about A-League saves and many other pieces of content. And then obviously you can come interact with us live on Twitch. And if you are enjoying the episodes, give it just a like and subscribe. It does help out with the algorithm. And if you're liking it, the chances are someone else will like it. And hopefully that will help pass it along to them as well so they can view it. On top of all that, let me know where you think we'll finish this year. I think after last year, I'm targeting winning the A-League again. But for me, specifically this year, it's can we win our group stage games, make it through the group, and then know that the knockout stage will be in the off-season next year. That's fine. It's us in the red. It's Brisbane Roar in the white. And hopefully we just go out here, dominate, and win the game of football. And there's no surprise on the opening day. History will suggest in regular game seasons, we find it hard to score against Brisbane Roar. 20 minutes play, that's kind of proving that as well. 66% possession, 91% pass completion, which is great, but no chances. Camera angle the wrong way, but Isaias corner in, it's been cleared. It will be our ball, and Hermes on his debut, who's going to be a great fullback, picks it up. Clough, Saravana, Hermes making the run, Clough. There is Marcelo. Go Marcelo, good ball in. Saravana now on his debut, ball in, Mikel Haruna. It's Lukman Mikel Haruna. Anyway, Lukman with the finish. Saravana on his debut with an assist. The two central midfielders combined of that new look central three, who I think are the best three midfielders in the league. And there we are, we're 1-0 up. Saravana, the American international, finds the Nigerian international. We do have some international quality through the middle of the park. And we do lead 1-0 against Brisbane Roar. Something we did find hard to do against them last year, which was scoring consistently. Until obviously the semi-final. Trade win with a ball in. Picked up by Brindle South. That's Neville. That's a goal. That's every day a goal. Well, unfortunately, we are back to level terms. And, yeah, that's just 1-1. He's not even close to being offside. Wow. Just against run of play, we've conceded straight away. That's something I don't want to have happen this year. It's just a lot of these games. Their first shot on target flies in. It's just typical Brisbane Roar. Another corner. Yes. Malik heads and wide. Not liking that it's 1-1 here. I did call that we would have some trouble against Brisbane Roar, didn't I? Twitch chat. Anyway, Isaiah's ball in here. Malik heads and that's 2-1. Right on half-time, Osama Malik. He's back, boys. Played for us originally. Went, obviously, abroad there to Perth Glory. He's come back. He's been chilling out at his dad's cafe in Prospect, and now he has got himself a goal there, Osama Malik. It's 2-1, and there we go. Thank you very much. I think our passing's been great. It has been. We just need to be a little bit more solid at the back. Set piece here, so yes, we'll sprint over to take it. He's a dead ball specialist. Back stick to Nikhil Ansel. He looked onside by a mile there. I don't see this one being offside at all. And we are going to be 3-1 to the good there. And Nick Ansel, who I've decided to go over Jacobson this season, as the other centre-back alongside Osama Malik, has repaid me with a goal. And both centre-backs have a goal on the opening day. There's no shocks this year on FM. Set pieces are very overpowered. The amount of games where you dominate and you win 4-0 and it's 4 set-piece goals is crazy. It happens too much. Anyway, Nick on the ball. And Ansel finds Lopez, who finds Bernardo. Lopez now, we've nursed back to some regular football. He is retiring at the end of this season, so if we do go on a run as Kikaris finds the arms of the keeper, if we do go on deeper than the group stage of the Champions League, he will retire on us, unfortunately. Isaias now with a ball in, Malik with the touch, looks around, can't find anything. Saravana hits, finish. And Brandon, the American international, has a goal and assist on the opening day. It's 4-1 now, and our quality has shone over Brisbane Roar. And if this is how it's going to be this year, we're going to have a very good year in the A-League. Malik's done well, holds the ball up, waits for someone to drop and give him an angle. And the Brandon Saravana, first time, far corner, the centre mid on attack, a finish Louis Dorigo would be happy with. And we, 62 minutes in, are leading. And it's a highlight, just as about to make a chance. Hopefully not a goal. Gauchi comes and claims, that's fine. Look, if it's a goal for us, I'm not going to complain. Just didn't want it to be 4-2 before I made a change. Nick now, Mikel, Gauchi, Malik. Build from the back. Saravana in a great spot. Malik decides just to keep running and then eat the space that he had. Kikaris drops in, great ball. Haruna, Saravana. Don't know why he's played it back there to Kikaris. That was not on. Very poor decision from Brandon, who's having a great game. But yeah, 64 minutes played, 4-1. Trey win. Steneman. If this is a goal here, gets a bit scary now. It's a great cutback. That is a goal. 4-2. I was going to bring on Decker to give him his debut there, the youngster. I'm not going to do that now. I was also going to bring in Mitch Nichols too. At 4-2, I'm not making a change. I want the boys to calm this down. Just relax. It's not like us that can see goals. I'm going to bring Decker on now. Just a little bit of tired legs maybe. Mitch Nichols will make his debut. So I just said I want to calm it down and then I want to make this change. Fine, do it. Mitch Nichols is experienced. I know Mikel Aruna's experienced too, but yeah. Clough's had a stinker, but I don't expect much more from him. And then in the 83rd minute there as well, I'm going to make our last change here. And Ryan Kiddo is going to come out there for Zach Clough just to make sure that we help see it out. I'm just going to get him in there as an advanced playmaker and support and help link up play for the last few minutes as well. Get him a bit deeper. Hopefully get him on the ball a little bit as well. Well, there we go. Should be game over. You say yes, late doors, black stick, Malik, make it 5-2. You know what? We've deserved to win by 3 goals. We're not known for conceding. We're known for really being defensively solid. And look, the fact they've conceded twice is a bit annoying, but the fact we've scored 5, yes, 4 of them are set pieces. You know, technically speaking, the Brandon goal is a set piece that has come from. But it's a 5-2 win, we win. Kiddo got out there to at least give him some understanding that he's playing football and that he might stay happy as a hierarchy player. But realistically, on top of that, Malik's back, scored 2 goals in his debut, but had a good game. Ansel scored again as well. Lopez got 90 minutes in for the first time since his injury, which is great because he's been taken off in pre-season every game. Saravana on his debut, perfect. Isaias getting a mountain of assists, but that's what he does. And Kikeris in the false 9 on his debut for Adelaide United, 7.1, and he didn't get a goal or an assist. Just shows you he was always in the right spot. And Marcelo looked dangerous every time he got the ball as well, which is fine. I'm happy with that. There's no dramas with that at all. Obviously, Clough and Bernardo didn't have the best of games. Bernardo had a really good preseason, so I've got full faith in Bernardo. I don't think you can see it through my face here, but non-competitive, an 8.49 this year. I know that's against weak opposition, but I'd rather than start him and get him developing than play someone else out there that maybe wouldn't impact the game as much. Anyhow, that is going to be your episode. A goal fest on the opening day against former Adelaide United coach Marco Cruz and Brisbane Roar. And where does that leave us for the rest of the season? In terms of the next game, I'm actually going to just bring it to you where it's either appropriate to, or if I think someone's flying in the league, or if there's a good storyline. You know, Western United, I know, is one on the opening day. We played in the A-League final, even though we pumped them. Maybe we give them a game. I do know we play them away from home in the not too distant future, though, in a month's time. So it depends where we sit with that one there. But I'll come back to you when a game is definitely needed, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on in the A-League. If you do want to watch more games of football, like I said, down below, follow us live on Twitch. These episodes are coming out pretty up to date. They're about a couple of days behind, 2 to 3 days behind than whatever's going on. So follow us live on Twitch. You stay up to date. You'll know exactly what's going on, and then you can use the YouTube as a place to stay up to date if you miss a stream, which is always my aim when it comes to the YouTube content. But on top of that all, hope you're having a good day or night wherever you're watching from. And from Damo, Adelaide United and the Journeyman say, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.